Hi everyone, it's Christy. I hope it doesn't drive you crazy, but I cannot center the shot. I just cannot work with my arms completely extended. I noticed when I was editing the last video that I'm pulling to myself, so I pulled the camera out a couple inches. I'm hoping that'll help. And if I remember that this is pretty much centered, I have one more row here that will help a little bit, but so I guess it's only an inch different. We'll see if it works. If not, I might have to move my camera higher. I'm not sure, but anyway, we'll play. So we're back with our altered board book, and I've kind of taken some things and put them together, and I thought we would just decorate, see how far we get. Let's go ahead and look at the cover. I have inked most of everything, but I'm sure I missed some because I get interrupted. Nobody else gets interrupted, do they? I think this goes here like this, and I kind of wanted to do like something like this, where it kind of crosses. Maybe I'll do like a ½ an inch, like so. I need to remember that about that. Let me do that first. Let me just pencil that in, then I'm going to have to remember to go back and erase all these, but some of them it doesn't really matter, but on these smaller boards I want to keep in mind. So I kind of want to come in about a ½ an inch from there. So that's where I'm just going to start there. And I feel like the light is weird. I apologize. I have some light coming through the blinds. It's actually a sunny day. Haven't seen one in a while. Let's see if I can get... My husband turns this light down. There we go. At night he leaves it on when he goes to bed way before I do, and he leaves my little ring light on for me so I can see when I come in the bedroom. Although he doesn't need to anymore. He got this clock for Christmas that it's like, what do you call those things? They're like little boards that have all the letters that fit in them. You see them at sandwich shops and stuff like that. And it's a clock. And so it doesn't really have the letters and stuff on it, but that's what it looks like. And it'll say, it's 15 past 5 o'clock. It only... it has enough words on there to give the time for like every 5 minutes. It doesn't say 2:21, it says 2:20 or... Alright, so let's come right about there. I don't want to be on the edge, I want to be centered. Like that. Rub that off and make sure it's straight, I guess. And then I'll put this one on the bottom. What I'll do is make sure this is the same. It doesn't matter. There's going to be stuff behind there. I should have gone ahead and filled this because it's really, really thick. You can see how hard I'm having to squeeze just to get out that little bit. Alright, so coming in, I guess about that much. Like so. Now, I was going to run this all the way across, but I don't want to run into the 3-hole dealie. So I think it'll be low enough, because I'll probably put a hole about 1 inch up, which will be right about there, because this is going to anchor the whole book. It's just those three. I may put a couple of holes higher. I don't know. We'll see. It depends on how it holds, but I think I'm going to run that lace right along the bottom. And I'm pretty sure we'll be okay that way. So, get that on there. And then I will trim this off. Like so. Just kind of making sure that's even. And I think once I get through the amount that is in the top of this bottle, I'll be okay. So this says, make a happy life. And that's what I decided I want. So I think I'm going to put this right under there. I decided not to put anything around as far as lace, because if I put anything when we come back, I'm going to put maybe 3 or 5 half-back pearls. We'll see. Because I don't know. I just thought it might be too much with the lace. So that's why I decided to put the lace on the bottom. And we have this little bouquet, which I think goes this way. So I think I'm going to set it right there. So that's going to be our cover. And I have on this side, I have another one of these for the, I love that she leaves this big old huge margin around so that it doesn't matter how well you fussy cut. And it's a lot faster to, you know, just zip around these like so. And you can see I didn't cut on the lines, but it doesn't matter. So there's one I did not ink. I got a new watch band, yay, it's all lace. It's that silicone stuff. But the pink one, it's the same Fitbit. The pink one, the band, this thing broke, so it was sticking up everywhere, driving me nuts. So I got a new one, and this one actually feels better. And because it's got the holes, it doesn't get that nasty smell at the end of the day. I hate that from when you get the plastic bands. Okay, so I'm going to flip this over, and this page is going to be very simple. This is just going to have this little floral bouquet on there. Now I may add something later, but at the moment that's what she's got. And there we go. Maybe we'll put a word on there. But that is pretty much done. Okay, so then on this page, this is where this picture is going to come through. And I want to make this a pocket. So the pocket's going to be on this side. Just tuck in like that. And let's see, what else was I going to do? I think I was going to put a little bit of lace down at the bottom, like that. The piece is too big. And maybe put that there and that there. And yeah, so I think what I'll do first, now I did size this up where if I put it in that little outline, then her face fits right there. Isn't that pretty? I love it. And then this dark area around here serves as the frame for her face. I love it. Okay, so really quickly, I will ink these. These have a little bit of, I don't know if you can see that, but they have a little bit of, well, edging, for lack of a better word. They have a little bit of the ink from that she's put on them digitally. But I'm using the walnut stain. It's a little bit darker, and I like it a lot. Okay, so firstly, I'm going to put this lace on the bottom here because I want to trim that off. So, going to, okay, it's starting to come out now because I squeezed really hard. Okay, and I don't want to put this all the way down. But it is going to hang off the bottom of the book. Okay, so we'll trim this. I might get my bigger scissors. That way I can do it in one whack. Right? Okay. I'll try not to do my fingers. And okay. So there we go with that. And then she is going to go right here. So you see just that little bit is going to, and you know what? If it starts to bother me, I am going to wrap it around to the other side, and whatever we put on this side, it'll decorate. Okay, so now I'm going to put this, like I said, it's going to be a pocket. So I only want glue on 3 sides. Should have wiped that off first because I have all that gunk from spreading it out. And I'm going to line it up. You might not be able to see the lines, so I'm going to line it up with the lines that I drew earlier, just to make sure it's where it should be. Get all the extra glue. Okay. Pretty lady. And this will go on that corner. All of this is in the collection, the March collection. Okay. When all the information that you need is in the description box. The videos that inspired and the March kit by Pink Monarch Prints. Okay. So, don't necessarily want to center it completely, but that'll work. And see, that's another good place to put half-back pearls. Okay, so what's missing? All right, this. This has a, oh, I wanted to mention this. Okay, so in my haul video, I said that I got these. They didn't have them. Oh, my paintbrush stuck to it. They didn't have these in the Tim Holtz at Hobby Lobby, so I got this brand, and you can see they are smaller than, so I'm guessing that the ink applicator that has the Velcro is also going to be smaller. So if you have Tim Holtz sponges and you go get a Hobby Lobby one of these, it's going to be, sponge is going to be too big. So it works okay for what I've got going on here. But be aware that they are not the same size. And I centered it so it's about 1/4 of an inch smaller all the way around. I mean, it's an 1/8 of an inch this way. Maybe not quite. Maybe it's like an 1/8 of an inch smaller circle. Okay. I'm going to stick that in there. And I may come back and add something to that pocket. I'm just going to wait and see. Okay, so on this side, I'm going to do a horizontal pocket. Now, these also are in the collection. I'm not going to say, I'm not using anything that's not in the collection unless I say so, you know, like a piece of this or lace or something. But I want to put this on horizontally, and I think I want to put it on like that. And I'm going to add a pocket, and this will go in the pocket. I'm just trying to remind myself what I chose to do. I think this is going to go underneath. And then this this tab goes on this little bookmark, which slides in the pocket here. So I need to be aware, I want that to not come out. So this is going to be, so maybe I'll put it on this side. That way we don't have to worry about this binding piece. And then this somewhere, perhaps here, something, some such like that. Okay, so gosh, I didn't ink this either. You know, I thought I had this all inked, but last couple weeks my daughter has been in a work training program, and I've had to take her, which is not a big deal, except that we didn't know when. She had to be there at 1 o'clock, but then she didn't have to be picked up at the same time every day, so I was kind of on call, and I would stop and go get her and then come back and get sidetracked. And you know, if I don't get up in the morning and make these videos, then it's really hard. And today it's noon, and I had a heck of a time because when I just charged my camera, I came in here to record and it was dead again. So if I'm not recording, it's the battery stays. I don't know. It's a weird thing. And I am gonna take and figure out how to use my camera. I keep saying that, but I don't know why. I'm resistant to change. Okay. So, I don't think, well, yeah. Okay, so if I put that in there like that, and I line it up maybe all the way to the edge here. See, I could have that, but I think it'll be fine hanging down. Worst case scenario, I clip it off too, so, all right. 1/2 inch from the bottom, and if I come in maybe 1/4 of an inch, do I still have room to get this out of the pocket is my question. Or should I do it this way so it comes out like that? I'm thinking that might be smarter. So let's do our little line again, and I'll leave my room here so I don't have to undo when I'm punching holes. Okay, I have cut into this so many times with my craft knife. It's can't hardly do a straight line. That doesn't even look straight. Is it straight? Did I move? It's not straight. Wow. Okay, well, it was a guideline anyway. Okay, I'll erase that after. Alright, so this is what I'm going to do. Oh, I didn't mean to trim those all the way. That's okay. When I cut these out, the way they're printed, I don't get to glue this piece down like I like. I like to glue these pieces first with the bottom flap on the outside so that everything slides in and out nice and neat. Okay, good. Nope, that one didn't take. This one did, I think. And then I'm going to use my bone folder just to kind of lay these flaps down a little better. I did, what do you call it? Score those so they would lay. Stuck to me. Okay, so let's do this. Glue this pocket down. And gosh, I think I'm just going to go right up against that pencil mark. I'll be fine because the hole is going to be there. There we go. And I'm not going to do all of these with you because I've got 2 of these pockets. I don't remember what else I've got in here set up. Okay, and then we're going to put this pull tab on here. I'm putting the flower at the bottom. Add a little bit of glue. I don't want that coming out, so let's hope this works. Perfect. Look at that. Perfect. Okay. And I think I'm going to run this right along there. I kind of like putting lace on the bottom of things. You could put it on the top as well, or, you know, run it down the side. It's not going to hang over like this piece, so. And trim that off. Now what I'm doing here is I'm just folding it back and putting my scissors at the end. Don't cut that. Right there. And this does stretch a tad, so like the other day I made a piece a little too short, and you know, if you're putting the glue down and you kind of stretch it out, I mean, it's not going to stretch, you know, a ½ inch, but it will stretch a little. Okay. There we go. And I guess I could trim that a little bit better too. Okay. All right, then we have this pocket. So I want to put my thumb on the open side because I want to open this way now. And just glue 3 sides. Could have done it, oh, I probably should have done it vertically, but that's okay. I'm going to do it here. And then that will just kind of stick in there like that. Add to the collage. And we have our believe, which I might just put it right there. Let's put some ink on it. Almost missed the ink on that piece, but it really makes it pop. Doesn't that look better with the ink? Yeah. So I thank you guys for your comments. It's quite helpful. I love to see what you guys think. I'm just going to have that over just a smidge. There we go. Okay, so it even looks cool with this piece hanging off the bottom. And then we've got that pocket. And there again, you know, when I get to the end, I may add more things into the pockets. But all right, so we've got this and our lady. And if I'd have thought about it, I would have probably not had that going down so far. Glue all over this. But that's okay. As long as her face is shining through, that's all I care about. I could have moved that up like 1/8 of an inch, would have made a difference, but that's okay. Cool. And I like it. Okay, so the next one is this vertical one. Okay. And I'm not sure yet what I want to put on this page. So I haven't gotten that put together. So that'll be a surprise. Then we have this page with the flip out. And I never did put the tags in here. Uh-oh. Something glued down. Do you remember I checked that on the video? And I was like, uh-oh. Because I had a little bit of glue on the main. Alright, so that'll go like that. And I'm going to put this behind it, actually. Because I like, and I'm kind of pushing it down because I want this to be level with the top of the book. So there we go. Cool. And then on this side we have the longer stacked pocket. So we have that. All right, and then on this page we have, why is that on this side? Did I do? I have this one, this one, this one, that one. Okay, that's right. So yeah, this will be opposite that. Okay, so it can go on either side. I think I want to put it on this side though, and just replicate what I had before. So yeah, and then I need to come up with something on this side. So what I'm going to do is, we can go ahead and do this one real quick. And then what I'm going to do is use some of the pockets that are in the collection and maybe some of the ephemera to make some tucks on those other pages, because I kind of want to lay it out to see if it's just thick on this side. I might want to, I'm going to make the binding a little bit different, and I might want to, I don't know, I want to play with how it lays, and then I will be back to show you how to do the binding, and then we'll be finished. This is so fun, and it makes a difference when you have a whole collection to work with. Oh, and I also want to add the journaling parts of the journal. How about that? What I've decided to do, I forgot about this, but on 2 of those pages I am going to either put a pocket with a mini journal inside, or I'm going to put like a notepad, kind of cascading pad of some sort. Okay, this cannot go this way. That's why it's on the other side of the page. All right, That's why, because I don't want the words upside down. Makes sense? All right, so how far is this one? It's about 1.25 inches from the edge, so I'm probably just going to replicate that. All right, let's flatten these pieces down. So I guess there will be another part before we bind it, but I'm just kind of putting a dot right there, just to hold the corner down, like so. I just want to make sure that the card inside the pocket can slide in and out without any issues. Okay, oops, and it didn't even stay. Let me get the glue off my fingers. It stuck to me instead of this. Now that it's had some chance for that acetone to dry. And I did use 110-pound cardstock, so it's a little stiff. So I'm not sure what's coming up next. Anybody have any ideas? I have a bunch of ideas, but I'm having a hard time narrowing it down. So I want to do something cool. So if you guys have any ideas, I'm always looking for ideas of what to do next. And let's see. Did I flip it back? Yeah, I did. Okay. So 1/2 inch from the bottom, about 1 inch. Yeah. That should be just about right. And the pages aren't next to each other. No one's going to measure them but me. Yeah, it's like 1 inch. Yep. Wow. Good eyeballing. Okay, a little bit of glue oozed out. I did want to make some paper clips, the altered paper clips, but I don't know where to put them because they won't really clip over this board. It would have to be on paper or something that was inside. So let's see, which way does this go? I think it goes that way. So anyway, I'm going to play around with a few ideas and see what works, and then I'll be back to tell you about it. And we'll work on it together. I may do one and share one. Okay, so that can go inside there, and it fits perfectly. And I love this butterfly little piece. I think I'm going to do this, yeah, 1/4 inch in. I am going to make it a 3-sided pocket on the side like I did the last one, and because it's a little narrow to go top. So there we go. Oh, I forgot to put the what do you call it? Crochet stuff. There we go. And love. I think I'm going to put love right down there. There's a little blank for it, or for, not for it, but for something, for labeling. So I think I'm going to put this over that. Right there. Kind of centered. I need to hold that for a second because it's on that crochet trim. I want to make sure it sticks. I really am liking this also. the more I look at it, I really like that little, just that little piece of scrap paper. Probably should have done that on a couple more, but I'm going to use some of that for the journal paper. It's I said it was packing, but it's masking. It's masking. So okay, so that's there, and then this goes here like so. Alrighty, so there we have it. Let's put it back together. I'm so confused now of what I've got going on. Okay, but you can see that it's thick on this side and not thick on this side. So if I punched holes, it's going to be alligator. So when I'm binding it, I'm going to want to probably, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm going to have to figure out a way to get this to stay so that I can bind it loose like that. Kind of like we did, I won't probably tie knots in between, but do you remember how we did with the lap book? We tied the knots to give it space so that you could turn the pages, and that's what I'm thinking of. I need some room to flip pages. Guys, this is going to bug me. What am I going to do? Maybe I could put just a little tiny piece of lace of some sort there to cover that piece up. Or what if I put lace on the bottom of that piece? Would that look stupid? But I'm thinking it's gonna bug me with that piece of paper because it's feel wrong. Whereas if I had this little piece here, I don't want to cover her face, of course, but if I had that little piece there, and then I had this like that, it'll look like it's supposed to be like that. I'm going to think on it, but I think that's what I'm going to do. So anyway, guys, I thank you for watching, and we'll be back. Bye now.